Hello, my name's Billy.
And my name's Liam, and we're from the Spooky Shed podcast, a podcast all about spooky stuff.
Incredibly spooky stuff.
And one of the main reasons we love doing our podcasts is we get to meet people from all across the globe, and we get to talk about the things we love the most.
In our episodes, you can expect conversations around all things paranormal, UFOs and aliens, a bit of true crime, with a little bit of comedy thrown in there as well.
You can subscribe to the Spooky Shed podcast wherever you get your podcasts from.
This doesn't suppress my glasses. Listen, my glasses right behind, away from a microphone, and it's picking it up.
Okay, we're all in the... Hang on, I'm missing somebody. Who are we missing?
I've got two Daves.
It's just picking it up from Discord for some reason.
And we've got recordings from Discord and normal as well anyway, so...
If something happens, we'll have it somewhere, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, we'll see if it works. If as long as we've got a recording of the thing somewhere, then we're fine, right?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Last time on Dungeons and Dickheads, having headed back into the Mistral Forest, the party found themselves in a hidden village, populated only by the sage Vitruvius and his 4 sons. The family were all that was left of the Guardians of Light, and having been expecting their visitors for some time. Over the centuries, other races had given up their duty to the Order, becoming disillusioned by their task, which would either result in the possible destruction of all life, or in maintaining the constant power struggle across the land to keep the power of Helios hidden away. Deciding that they were going to head to Fort Light to trigger the failsafe, Hawkeye asked Vitruvius' sons and Ramona to seek out their allies, should the need arise for them to assist in some sort of endgame. After playing noughts and crosses with the giant Georgie, the only other remaining member of the Guardians, the party headed into Fort Light, solving a puzzle to open the doors, but also triggering a number of traps in the process. They also found a clue indicating they should look to the right of the room they'd first opened. Heading into one of the side corridors, whilst avoiding spiked walls and arrow traps, Hawkeye and Tok made it towards the end of the deadly corridor. Ronson, however, had not been so fortunate. Pulling himself out of a pit full of rotating spiked logs, he sat for a moment, back against the wall, preparing his next magnificent move. So, I gave the pause there for the move that last time, for the podcast listeners, we haven't recorded for about a month and a half. The last time we recorded, Neil said, I know exactly what I'm going to do, and it's going to be magnificent.
Yeah.
I even have it in my notes circled. Yeah. Something spectacular.
Spectacular.
As the end note of last session's notes.
You've had a good month to come up with something very good.
Yeah, you're right. Well, a month and a half. Yeah. And I know some people would say that I'm the kind of person who would have completely forgotten that I had said that. So just before I reveal, and prove you all wrong, just before I reveal the master plan I have up my sleeve, Dave, just remind me just so I don't make any mistakes. Just remind me exactly the position I'm in now. What is exactly about to happen? Just remind me.
Well, you have 4 HP.
Yeah.
You've pulled yourself out of a number of spiked logs that were rotating around, sort of crunching, together. You're still invisible, so the others can't see you.
Yeah.
And you passed 2 of the arrow shooting snakeheads. And you just sat, your back against the wall, knowing you had to get through another set of traps.
Yeah. Remember it well, yeah.
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 You're almost dead.
Yeah.
No one's in range to heal you.
No one can heal me, yeah. So, the great idea that I came up with, and I went through a few iterations of this, because I want
35 seconds
in the last 35 days. I obviously needed to come up with some really, really, really good ideas. Ideas that were strong, would be entertaining to our listeners. Ideas that were brief and to the point, that weren't just, kind of waffling, biding time, kind of thing.
That would be very against your brand.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I'm kind of known for my preparation. And what I came up with was fantastic. Brilliant. And I think this could be, this is where it's going to shock you guys. It would have been a standout episode, probably the best episode of the podcast so far. And I'm a bit pissed off with Shitey, really, because it's kind of Shitey's fault. And I think our viewers, our listeners might turn against him when they hear this. But I had such a great idea. And then in our Discord chat, Shitey did point out that I cannot die. That my character is so important. And Dave kind of backed this up as well. My character is so important, I cannot die. And I kind of felt, well, this is not fair to the audience. Why should I give them this really exciting, thrilling, blockbuster moment when it's hollow? It would be hollow, wouldn't it? Because I can't die. Because if you remember, we had that conversation in chat and you two said that. So
I don't recall that's how the conversation went.
Yeah, I think it was. I think it was basically Neil can't die, Ronson can't die because he's integral to any kind of, he can bring people back to life, and we're not going to kill any characters off. So I think that was what was discussed.
I mean, we could expose the DMs. There's nothing to hide in the DMs. We could just read through them right now.
Fake news, Vic. It could be faked.
We absolutely could.
Well, could be faked. You could have created those on Photoshop.
We could recap. We could put the screenshot on the Patreon for the content. You know what I'm saying?
Could be fake. Fake news. Fake news.
I got excited then because I thought you said we could recast.
Okay, yeah.
So, I mean, you do your move with those thoughts in mind. And
right, so you want this to be hollow for our viewer. That's how much you value our viewers, is it? It would be hollow. It would be a hollow gesture, wouldn't it, to our viewers, our listeners, who... maybe you don't, Shitey, but personally, I really, really appreciate it. And if I could just say right now to anybody listening, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. It really does mean a lot to me. Maybe not Shite Hawk so much, but to me, I know it really means a lot. And thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. I think that maybe they want to know what this spectacular, circled and highlighted in my notes move is going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we all do.
What I'm going to do is... I am going to teleport.
I mean, it's just coincidental that I mentioned that at the end of the last
time,
isn't it?
Just thinking that.
Sorry, what you mentioned? What Dave? You mentioned some.
Yeah, I said it was weird you didn't use your teleportation spell.
All right, I don't remember that, Dave. I don't have any recollection of that, I'm afraid. So what I'm going to do...
Let's get on with this D&D podcast, should we? Right.
I am going to teleport, Dave, past all these little traps that you've set up for us.
So, what is the range of Misty Step?
Sorry, I've got to stop again. I'm sorry. I just want to be honest with all the listeners, because, like I've said, I do really appreciate all the listeners, and I want to be honest, and I want to let you all know that. And I know this will come as a shock to you, and sorry to my fellow players as well. Right now, I hope you forgive me. I forgot.
No.
Yeah.
Tell you what, you're lucky I was sat down.
I need to take a sip of my drink.
I completely forgot.
We'll just move past it. I'm sure people will forgive this out of character moment. So, Ronson.
Yes.
You cast Misty Step, which brings you into back visible because you cast a spell.
Right.
Presumably, you're going to teleport as far in the direction of Shitehawk as you can.
Yeah, I will as far as I can get away from all these nasty traps. Yeah,
just 30 feet. So in front of you, there are 3 snake traps that are still armed, and then a set of spinning spikes, like spikes saws. You, in a blink of an eye, disappear, and you reappear the other side of Shitey. You've passed the dragon traps, the snake traps, but unfortunately, the buzzsaws are still blocking your way.
Oh God!
Because you can only teleport 30 feet.
How do I know what 30 feet is? Because we don't have that thing that tells us anymore. I've got to trust you.
If
I'm
you look at
looking at the ruler.
It's a measuring.
Oh, I've got a ruler. Oh.
I mean, also, there is an argument to say that we should probably find out what's immediately round the corner that Vic's about to see.
Oh, it's not
yeah,
my turn yet,
really.
though. We're in turn-based, aren't we?
We are, but we could just skip, because round that corner could be what we're looking for, and then we've all got to go back again.
Well, you never know. We'll just have to wait our turn and see.
Yeah, I forgot we were in turn base. Thanks, Vic.
That's all right, Dave. No worries.
A full Polish. Does Vic get an inspiration point for that?
Vic's always inspiring.
Don't get
what's
an
my
inspiration point when you ask for an inspiration
I
point.
didn't ask for the inspiration point.
Neil ruined it for you then.
Neil.
Sorry, Dave's a harsh man. Blame him.
Right, you've still got movement, Ronson.
Well, I mean, there's fucking saws there, isn't there?
Well, so the green lines on the map represent the vines that Shitehawk has used to like hold the saws in place.
Right.
So they're currently kind of not really moving too much.
Not too much, right. Well, I'll just walk over them then.
Yeah, just give me a dexterity saving throw.
And you.
Well, you just got to make sure you don't trip.
19. Add 2. 21.
Cool. Yeah, you get there. You manage to get past.
Good.
Vic, it is over to you.
Well, seeing now Ronson looking very worse for wear, I turn to him and I will, let me just get my spells up.
Healing kiss.
Was not prepared for this, for him to actually get out of this situation.
Oh, could you give me a healing kiss from your cherry red lips?
No, I give him.
Could I have a kiss from another pair of lips?
It's not that type of dungeon.
So Tox lips are purple.
Which set?
Could I have a kiss from your turnip purple lips?
I will cast.
It looks like you're asphyxiated, but please kiss me.
I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality level 4. No. Wait, what's it at level 3? Hold on.
So that takes me right back up to 46 hit points. Yeah.
Hold on.
You don't need to check.
No, I need to
Vic,
check.
I'll just pop it in. I'll pop it in right now.
I'm going to cast.
I'm back to full health.
Right. Dave, sort them out. I'm going to cast it at level 3, third level, Aura of Vitality, which basically means.
Whoa. Why are you not casting it at level 4?
Because it makes no difference.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'm going to cast it at level 3. As I look at Ronson, and after hearing the comment about kissing on certain lips, I give him a slap around the face while I cast Aura of Vitality.
Whoa!
And you get to, as a bonus action now, I will heal you for 2d6 hit points.
Her hand touched my face.
Ronson, get a hold of yourself and you heal. I'm guessing, do
I
I roll
am.
it for him, Dave?
Yeah, you roll it, yeah.
Okay, so it's not a lot. You get, unfortunately, only another 4 hit points.
Talk. Is that the best you can do? I don't feel any different.
I mean, it's just doubled your hit points. Oh, and also, I just rolled for when you slapped him, Vic, and you did 6. You did 6 damage.
No,
No, you didn't. You didn't.
I was wondering if you would make me roll for an attack on that, but
No.
it was
Yeah, playful slap.
playful slap. Yes, and unfortunately, that is
It's a bit of slap and tickle.
I will also, because I've got my movement left, I will move a little bit down this corridor. Why can't I move this map, please? Thank you. I can move up to 30 feet. So I'm just going to move to like here.
So
Come on, now pull yourself together. Okay.
As you do, you see the channel of water sort of has picked up again, and there is a stairway in the middle of the hall leading down.
Hurry up. Come on, Ronson.
I'm coming. I certainly am after you touch my face.
We will go round to Hawkeye.
Right. So, I've still got one of those spitty heads in front of me, haven't I?
Yeah.
Dark guns. How did I get past the last load? I just arrowed them, didn't I?
You arrowed two of them, and I think you dodged the last two.
Okay. It's probably going to have to be a hell of a roll, but I've got 82 hit points, so don't matter. I'm just going to make a run from where I am, past the spitty mouth, over the whirry spikes, to where Ronson is at the end of the corridor.
So you use your dash, presumably.
Yes.
Okay, so as you start running past the first dart trap, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's a 24.
Yeah, so even before you are in sight of the snakehead, you're already rolling as it goes and just darts over you as you expertly dodge it.
I'm only little as well. But
yeah, exactly.
I'm picturing it. I skidded along my knees and leaned backwards like what they do in the films.
Yeah, it was cool. Now I need a athletics or acrobatics, up to you, with advantage because you're holding them down with your vines.
I'll go for athletics then. So I've got a +5. Oh, that's a 6, but it's okay because I've got an advantage. 21.
Yeah. So you just waddle. Is waddling's cool, isn't it? You
all the kids are waddling.
And I kind of like the idea of like one of the vines is like twisting up in the air. You kind of high five it as you go past.
That's exactly what's happening.
Yeah. As you reach the other side and reach both Tok and Ronson.
Hello.
For now, you can't see anything in this corridor. So for now, you are out of turn-based.
Oh, whilst I'm here then, can I... I'm next to Ronson, aren't I?
Can I give him a bonus action, but not an action?
Yeah. Can I use Cast Cure Wounds as my bonus action?
No, because that's an action.
Is it? Oh, sod it then.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't.
If we're out of turn base, my Aura of Vitality only lasts for 1 minute. So how many rolls can I do for Ronson in a minute? Please, Dave. Because it's all bonus actions. So it's
so you've had one turn around, so basically 9.
9. Okay, so I get to roll 18 d6s then.
18 d6s.
Are we ready for this?
Oh, why is it 9?
Because so it lasts for a minute, which is 10 rounds.
Okay.
She's done one already. She's had one lot 6 seconds already. So she's basically got 9 lots of 6 seconds to roll for.
Okay, are we ready? So the first one is 8 points. Please add 8 points.
8 points added.
The second one is 11 points. Please add 11 points.
11 points added.
The third one is 8 points. Please add 8 points.
8 points added.
Can I have a bit of run off of this because I'm very close?
The
just so I get my 2
one,
HP
hold on,
back.
is 6.
6 added. I only need 5 more. I only need 5 to get me to full health now. So
well, I'm going to start healing myself then because I'm down.
Yeah, I'm going to say you don't need to use it.
What are you down, Shotty?
I've only got a paltry, a measly 82 hit points left.
Right, so I'm going to heal myself up then. So I've got 5 rolls for me.
It's just selfish.
It's not. It's so 5. Hold on. 11. Oh my God. 11, 8, 19, 20. Oh, math. 26, I've got enough. I've healed myself fully.
Okay. Now,
And then-
for anyone who might be listening to this and going, "That's not how Aura of Vitality works," you can't. I don't care. It's fun. So
Thank you. I
what
didn't
about-
know if it was something that I could do. So
I'm allowing it
thank you.
on the proviso that you're basically staying there for a minute. So you might have a conversation now or whatever, but for the next minute you're staying there and you're just channeling that Aura of Vitality.
I
If you've stuck with
absolutely
us for
am.
this long and you're only now
Dave.
going, well, actually, that's not how D&D works. Well, you've I don't know what you've wasted your time.
Dungeons and
Frankly.
Dickheads. That's not how D&D works.
Want to
Are you
use
saying
my
this isn't a
spell?
good representation of D&D?
I know,
Shit.
right? I mean,
I
this
thought
would be
D&D.
I thought I was doing
properly.
great.
Yeah, me
this
too.
would be episode 67. If you've got through 67 episodes and this is your first complaint about D&D not being done properly, then you've wasted a good 67 hours of your life. You could have done a lot with that. You could have done loads with that. But no,
Then-
you've chose to listen to this shit.
Let me do this then.
Congratulations.
So I turn around. I was like, good, we're all together. Right, just give me a second. You look rough as shit, Ronson. And I just sit down on the floor and I'm just there, like looking at him, just giving him glances actually, and healing him at the same time. Healing myself, healing him. That's what I'm doing. I sat down cross-legged on the floor.
Let's heal ourselves together.
Sorry, Porkai. Unfortunately, I just didn't really have any healing for you. But
I stubbed my toe.
I mean, I think your toe will be absolutely fine, Porkai.
Say that.
Yeah.
Sorry
You don't
about
know.
that, Porkai, but you couldn't have any. It was all for me. Thank you very
Actually,
much, Tonk.
I think you'll find most of it was for me. I mean, you seem absolutely fine now. What were you doing anyway? How did you get this way?
You know what? I can't remember. I think I had some kind of concussion. In all honesty, it feels like I've been down here for about a month and a half, and I've forgotten.
Fall down one of the traps. Let's be
Yeah, there was
honest
something to
here.
do with traps, I think.
Mhm.
I don't know. I got myself into quite a state.
Yes, well, you know you're a wizard and you can teleport places where there are no traps.
Yes, but then, you see, Tonk, I wouldn't have been able to have your healing hands. And that, folks, was the big reveal. Oh, yes, I played dumb and pretended I couldn't remember just so I could teleport to Tonk and get her to connect with Ronson. Yes, I've created an elaborate prank on you all. You all thought I was an idiot and I'd forgotten all about it. I hadn't. You're all part of my little ploy.
You spent a month and a half coming up with a way that a character would look at you.
And slapped you around the
Congratulations.
face.
Well done.
Mhm.
Yes, I
Mhm.
did.
You should have just spoken to her normally and she just slapped you around the face.
I mean, it's Tonk's way.
I'd have done it.
Right.
See, now we've shared something, you see. Tonk, I can feel your essence within me now. It's almost like we're connected, isn't it? Spiritually.
No.
I can help you reach a higher physical and spiritual plane, Tonk, if you just allow me to.
Just on that, when you did slap him, you do
Mhm.
get that little just uneasy feeling that you had when you were on the top of the mountain that time and you held his hand. Just that it's when you touch it, there's just something not right.
Yeah. It's called love.
Okay, well then let's add that to my
Butterflies
glances.
in the tummy.
Then I was healing him and giving him the glances sideways. What's
Yeah.
strange looks. What's going on here? But also hating him for the comments. Mhm.
Okay,
Love
so
to hate,
you are
hate to love.
you are at the top of this corridor. You've come around from the right hand side. There is a stairway leading down where the sort of channel of water, which you've been following basically since the village, sort of also goes down the stairway.
Shall we continue to follow the water?
Let's do the opposite of what salmons do. Let's just keep walking downstream.
Let's go.
Well, I'll just stand at the top of the stairs, I think. Who's going first?
Allow me.
After you,
As
Ronson.
your chosen leader, I will go forth first. Right, I'm going down, Dave.
As I
Okay.
and I whisper to him, as our chosen bait. I whisper to Porkpie.
Would you like to come down with me, Tog?
No. I like to watch you walk away, Ronson.
So you can look at my tight ass,
Something like that. Yes.
my little peachy bum.
Yes. Carry on. Keep moving.
So, as you head down the stairs and you enter the chamber below, you feel a deep sense of foreboding, of responsibility and uncertainty. The water from above continues to flow down here, splitting into 6 channels, which all feed into a large pool at the other end of the room. What are you doing other than just moving yourself around the map willy-nilly? Like, what are you doing?
I'll go and have a little look. I'll just step down into the middle here where there seems to be some kind of dragon heads with some water emitting from their mouths.
Okay.
Hey, Ronson.
Pardon?
Is it safe?
I'm just eating at the moment. A lovely bit of chocolate marzipan, which I've got in my satchel.
I think that's a yes. And I'll just move down the stairs as well.
Yes, it's safe so far, although the voice in my head hasn't told me yet how safe it is.
You couldn't have had a snack before we started our adventure, Ronson, no?
No, it's all part of the fun, isn't it? Having a little bit of food and drink while you're on an adventure with your friends.
Not if anyone's listening, it's not.
Well, yes, I mean, it's great effects. I'm very good at pretending I'm eating.
So I would like to just go and have a goose at these claws, or this claw here, see, and do a little perception on that and see if that's a thing.
Are you perceiving it in that you're just looking at it very hard, or are you going to poke around, investigate it?
First one and then the other.
Okay, so you look at it. It looks to be it is a skeletal clawed hand, and there is a small pile of wood in it. You don't even need to do a roll here because you can tell it's a small light.
Folks, is the claw on the other side have a similar to what I'm looking at? Is it a little claw with some wood in it?
Let's go and have a look.
Hang on, talk. It could be dangerous.
I'm already there, Ronson.
So
Don't
take
panic
care.
yourself.
So take care. Be observant.
Yes.
I'll stay here.
Does it look the same? I think it looks the same. It potentially looks the same.
Yes, it looks the same.
Yes, it looks the same. It's the same.
Now, I remember an old tale. I believe it was called The Fifth Elephant, when 5 elephants had to set fire to stuff. I've got a feeling we should use our tinder boxes in our satchels or whatever it is, and we should light a little fire in these dragon claws. Possibly,
we haven't
maybe.
even seen what's in this little black square, which is slightly bizarre that we can see every single thing in this room apart from the black square that I'm stood right in front of. But anyway.
Or
Maybe
maybe
if
we'll see it if the room's lit up.
I get my tinderbox out and I light this light on the left-hand side of the room, please.
I also do that exact same thing.
Relight the fire. Your love is my only desire.
As you both do that, the room lights up because you have lit the torches.
Fantastic.
Right, now what the hell are you banging on about, this thing in the middle of the room? I'll go and have a look. What am I looking at? There's nothing here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I heard the room lit up. My room already was lit up. I think it's because I had a good look all around.
Just
anyway.
as an aside, I kind of scuppered. Behind the curtain, behind the DM screen, this was the first map where I was
Dave,
setting
stop.
up.
This could be a Patreon exclusive. You could be charging for this.
It's just not that interesting. This was the first map when I was setting up all the lighting and stuff. And at the time, only 2 of the party had night vision.
Mm-hmm.
Since then, I, for some reason, gave Ronson the opportunity to get some glasses of dark vision. So actually, yes, as he entered the room, he could see everything, and the torches actually were quite irrelevant. But never mind.
Oh.
So is that a little thing my cat... So when I was moving around and I revealed everything for myself, are you saying that Shitey and Vic couldn't see that?
No, they...
Or they could, but just because I had revealed it all?
Well, no, they'd be able to see it if they walked around it. But
right, okay.
if you'd done that without your dark vision, you wouldn't have seen as much. You'd have only seen a little blob.
Ah, right, I see. There we go.
Okay, yeah, the torches. That was fun. Let's have a look, see where this water's draining to.
Okay.
So do you want to know what you're doing? You're looking specifically at the pool.
Yeah. I'll have a good old look in there. I'll stick my head in there.
Don't want to be in the water, though, even though my character feels like it's in the water. She's definitely not in the water.
Roll me an investigation check. Excuse me.
Me or Shitey?
Whoever wants to.
Well, I'm looking at the water.
So.
And I rolled not very good.
I rolled a 20.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, so between you, going to work out, as you can kind of have already known, like the water's running in from the outside, from the village, sort of down into these channels. It splits into 6 and into this pool below, which is it's about, 5, 10, 15 feet across, and on the other side, see there is a platform with a statue of a giant dragon on it. You can't go over there, Ronson, unless you're swimming.
Maybe I did.
When you trace the channels back to the centre, that, as Ronson said, it was basically just a big stone pillar. So on 3 sides there is a head of a dragon spewing the water out, and there is a big stone pillar that goes all the way up to the ceiling. So on your map it looks like a big black square because there is nothing to see there. That is a pillar in the middle of the room.
Can we have a look-see at the lovely ornate flooring sections and see if they are anything of interest, please and thank you?
I could always just go jump up and down on them and see if they trigger anything.
I mean, you could. I wouldn't say it's advisable.
Which one are you doing?
I'll just do the one that's nearest me over here.
Cool. Roll me an investigation.
I do. 2.
It's a slightly different colour piece of stone in the floor.
Everybody, I've found a slightly different coloured piece of stone in the floor. Should I look at it again in a bit more detail?
Well, there's one over near me as well, actually. Would you like...
And if it doesn't work, we could always have a very detailed look at it ourselves.
Let's all have a detailed look at this square that looks a bit like a custard cream biscuit.
Oh, well, I do like a custard cream. Let me come
I'm
and have
having
a
a
look.
very detailed look at it. My face is very close to it.
Well, okay. Well, I'm not... If you guys want to have a look at it, I mean, I'm just happy to see a cream biscuit.
Let's all look at the floor biscuit.
So someone roll me an investigation. You can do it with advantage because the other one's helping.
I did 20. I did an investigation. I did 20.
Okay, so as Porkai uncharacteristically failed to identify a piece of stone, you look at this and you can see instantly that the carving on this depicts some wizards. Just quite an ornate carving of some wizards. You do notice as well that it does appear to be slightly higher than the rest of the stone tiles.
Ronson, do you see those ugly, ugly wizards? They're your best friends.
Really, are they? Yes. Well,
Yes.
to be fair, wizards aren't always very good. A bit old and gnarly. A lot of them don't have the charisma and natural good looks, cheekbones that I have.
But they get to be a custard cream. Yo, it's your boy Shitehawk, and I expertly play the character of Porkai. I'm slid expertly into the halfway point of this here podcast to tell you about our Patreon. That's right, a podcast with a Patreon. Who would have thought it? But if you go to patreon.com/dungeons and D-heads, that's the word and D-heads, not dickheads, D-heads, you can see the wealth of stuff we are offering to you. Not loads of crap that you're never going to get through, just story specific and fun stuff in nice little snippets. So come just give us some money. A little bit of money. Just a little bit. Please. Please, we'll give you free stuff like Dave's diary, early podcasts, shout outs, fun little deleted scenes, exclusive character chats, and discounts on merch. Can't forget that. Go to patreon.com/dungeons and D-heads, or just click the little link that's in this podcast description. Okay, thank you. Bye.
I I tell you what, while you two are looking at this stone, I'm going to take all my clothes off and go skinny dipping. Anybody want to join in? The water's lovely.
No, thank you, Ronson. I think I want to go and check out these other stone floor pieces just to see if there's anything other than wizards in them.
The ones in the middle look like Oreos. Let's look at them.
They do.
This is the Hall of Biscuits, everybody.
I would
That's
like
the
to
episode title sorted.
the Hall of Biscuits.
Dave, I'm just splashing around in the water, and every now and again, I just go onto my back just to let my genitalia just bob above the water.
We've done this joke before.
Have we?
Yeah.
When?
Yeah. When you were on a pirate ship.
Did we not also do it in the otter sanctuary place as
I
well?
think we've done it twice already. We can't do it again.
A lot of our plots seem to circle round to Ronson pretending he's Jaws with his dick.
Comedy works in threes, the rule of three. So this is the third time. Makes it even funnier.
Maybe it'll be funny this time.
I would like to have a look at the Oreo biscuit, please.
So now you know what you're looking for. Ronson's kind of pointed out the pattern. Looking around at the others, you do notice they all contain pictures of different groups, different species, and you soon tie together, this one's got some dwarfs on it, some dragonborn, etc. And you work out this is a representation of the tribes of the different leaders who set up the failsafe in the first place.
Oh, there's not going to be a tiefling one then. What was there?
No, of course there's not a tiefling one.
It's the thieves. So the picture of the thieves kind of... The Thieves Guild doesn't discriminate. They have tabaxi, tieflings, everything in there.
Ronson, get your wrinkly arse out of the water. I've got a plan.
Oh, come on, let's have some fun. I think I do. I just splash Tok a little bit, playfully, and giggle.
I am absolutely stepping away from that. What are you doing, Ronson? You know I don't like water, and I step away.
Can you give me a dex saving throw, Tok?
Tok.
I'm like 10 feet away from the water. What are you doing, Ronson?
I know.
This is going to be bad water.
12. And what is it? Dexterity? 17.
Yeah. Okay, so as you step back, you feel your foot hit on one of the stone circle.
Cool.
And you feel it just give a little bit. But you've got enough control. You kind of just managed to sort of lift your foot off before you step on it. But it certainly had some give. It was
all part of my plan.
Right, folks, this is basically like that other place where we just had to put our things on the right things. Ronson, get your wrinkly arse out of the water, go stand on the wizard biscuit. I'll stand on the dwarf biscuit. Tok, you know where you're going. And that's probably it.
Okay, now don't look, Tok. Avert your eyes as I get out. I know you. Having a sly little glance at my old chap.
Absolutely not looking at you at all. I'm just...
Yes. I think she doth protest too much. Okay, here we go.
Not, and I start walking towards the thieves' stone, wherever that one will be.
That one is at the top here.
I'll go stand on the wizard stone.
So, Tok, as you tread on that, you hear it click, and from within the pool, there's a bit of a rumbling as something starts to lift up, and just the flow of water increases a bit from the centre, as if something is opening from the bottom of the pool. Ronson, as you do the same, again it clicks, and whatever it is moves higher. More water flushing through, and Hawkeye, you tread on the one with the dwarves, and as this thing starts to come higher, you start to see it sort of poke above the top of the water, and it appears to be some sort of ornate bridge. But as it lifts out of the way from the floor, obviously the flow of water is increasing as the water is disappearing somewhere. It kind of, once you tread on the third one, it kind of just settles at a constant flow.
Well, if we get off these, then that bridge is going to go down. How are we going to get across?
Do we know that? I mean, I'm presuming it probably will, but how do we know that for definite?
Well, I can step off then. Let me just
give
remove
it a step
myself.
off and let's see what happens.
Okay, I'm off.
Nothing happens.
Fantastic. Well, that was a
Sorted.
good plan for once, Ronson.
Thank you.
I just glare at him.
Let's go pet that massive dragon.
After
Well, so
you,
it's not lifted. It's not lifted up quite yet.
Oh, sorry.
Like you can see the sides of the bridge, but like it's not yet up.
I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to air dry.
So what are the other ones? Sorry, what?
You'd have giants, dragonborns, and elves.
oh, well, we know that there's a giant outside, correct? Or is it an ogre? I can't remember. Was he a giant or an ogre?
It was a half giant.
A half giant. Well, maybe, maybe we can. Georgie?
Will he fit?
Well, we can certainly ask him to try.
Do we have anything from any of those species? Like a dragon skin or something?
So what's
Or something
happened? It
from
hasn't
them?
come up all the way. Is that what we're saying, Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's come up about halfway. You've stood on 3 of the 6 panels, and it's come up halfway.
Hang on, let me try something.
Do
So I'm
we
gonna go and
relate
stand
to
on-
any of those other things? Dragonborn, is there any connection between us and those other 3 things?
Was Balash? Wait, hold on. Was Balash or Arturio? Were they? No, not Arturio. Yeah, were any of them? What species were them?
They were all human.
Were they all human? Okay.
What are the 3 things again, Dave? A Dragonborn,
Dragonborn, giants, and elves.
Dragonborn, giants,
Hang on,
elves.
what if I go and stand on a different one and see if it is actually species magic or not just someone stood on it?
Yeah, go
See
give
if
it a
that makes
try.
a difference.
Because if it goes
Stand on
back down,
this one.
you can always go. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I'll stand
Might
on,
as well try
I'll stand on this random one. Does
Yeah. So you stand on the one with the dragons on it, and much as before, the stone clicks and the bridge starts to rise even further.
Oh bloody hell! Right, I'll go to another one and stand on that.
a rare occurrence of us overthinking a problem?
I will do the last
I was
one.
worried you were going to spend 2 weeks going to find people to come and stand on these.
I've literally just written them down in my notes to go and find them. Let's tick them off. I will go stand on the last one that's remaining then.
So it lifts up, and the flow of water really increases now. It's just like a huge waterfall. If you look towards the bridge, you can see that underneath it was acting like some sort of plug, and just the water's just rushing down there now. As there's just the whole building kind of shudders as there's just a feeling. And you hear like an echo in the room. It's kind of made up of a number of different voices and says, "It appears you have had to activate the failsafe. If it has come to this, we know you had no other choice. We pray you are able to live with what you have had to do."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, shit.
We are now going to do a rare cutaway as you all stand there, presumably you're heading towards the bridge. But miles away, underneath the town of Sprawding, do you remember that place?
Yes.
The dormant body of Helios the Sun Dragon lied as it had for centuries, alive but not conscious. If Helios had been aware of anything, it would have felt the gushing of water from a long passageway that connected its prison to the chamber beneath Fort Light. Moments later, it would have seen the torrent washing towards it, quickly filling up the chamber. It would have heard the hissing of water hitting hot coals as its body was submerged. And for the first time, it would have felt fear. Even from the deep chamber below Fort Light, the agonised roar of the sun, the soul of Helios itself, could be heard echoing across the land. What could only been seen from the surface, however, was the sun fading in the sky, the soul of the great sun god being extinguished along with its body. Within moments, it had gone. People across the land watched in terror as daylight turned instantly to night. The warm glow that they were used to turned to a deadly chill. What had done this to them, they thought, as they realised that just like that, their world had changed forever. Back to you. You're in the chamber, knowing none of that has happened.
Well, how do you think we activate? I mean, have we activated it? Have we done it? What have we done? Were we meant to have done this? We wanted.
I'm not going to answer.
No, I'm talking to everyone else.
Oh well, let's cross the bridge.
Okay. I'm over here. I worry that we shouldn't have done this.
I gather up my clothes that I've folded quite neatly because I'm still naked.
So as you cross the bridge, you do see the big carving of the dragon, and you just notice there's something odd about the jaw. There's like between its two front teeth, is like a hexagonal slot.
Ronson, stick your dick in it.
There's a slot there. I wonder what I should do. Has anybody got anything on their person that they could insert into this slot? It's hexagonal.
I don't think I've got anything hexagonal.
Oh, I don't even know what I've got. Inventory.
Oh, maybe just stick your hand in it.
Look, I tell you what I'll do. Because I imagine the fans want me to do it. I'll just stick my penis in it. So Ronson sticks his penis in it.
I move very far out of the way.
So as you do that and the sort of weight triggers the mechanism, the dragon's head starts to creak and slams down on Ronson's penis.
Jesus!
And you take 5, 10, 11 points of penis damage.
Dave, is there a special section on my character page for penis damage?
No, it's just 11.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Talk, I think I need your healing hands again.
I don't think you need any help. This is what you get for sticking your penis in everything that you come across, Ronson. And
God.
I'm quite happy that it's slightly damaged now.
Damaged? It's gone two-dimensional.
So you hear the echo of voices again saying, perhaps these were not the chosen ones after all. They are not worthy of our assistance. Perhaps it was unwise for them to unleash Helios.
How dare you? I'm a shower, not a grower. A grower, not a shower.
You must now face...
Can we do that again? Can our editor, Stephen, please cut that? And can I do that again so it looks like it's really good?
No.
And I go, I'm a grower, not a shower.
No.
We'll find out in several weeks.
Yeah. So the voices say, if they have not found the keys, then they are not worthy of our assistance. They will have to face what they have done alone.
Ronson, pull your penis out for a second. Come on, just...
Pull it out!
That's what I said. Pull it out.
It's not been in.
I have! I can't touch it at the moment.
Oh. Is he stuck with his penis in it still?
No, he can get it out.
Right.
Well, I've got it out. It's flat.
I reach into my coin bag and grab out the thieves' token thingy that's been in my bag for a while. And is the mouth open again to the dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I put my hand in with the token in it. Trying not to touch the sides because, what's just been in there, I don't really want to be near that. Thanks.
So there's kind of a bit of a hesitation. The dragon mouth sort of closes slowly. It's almost, there's a bit of a pause. Voice says again, not quite what we intended, but they've shown promise. They have chosen to ask for the help of the thieves. So be it. And the dragon jaw kind of opens, but then continues going. It kind of like opens back on itself, so it's vertical. And you see that there is a door behind the jaw of the dragon.
Look, I specifically said, has anybody got anything they can insert in this slot? Everybody says no. I could have saved my penis a squashing.
Well, I didn't think I had anything hexagonal. This isn't hexagonal. I fear what your penis shape is, Ronson, if I'm honest, that you thought it was hexagonal to slide into a hole like that. But anyway, we're here now. The door is here. We've done it.
It's going to need to be kneaded back into shape.
Well, please find yourself a quiet corner and deal with that.
Anyway, let's go through the door.
Exactly, yes. After you, actually, do you know what? No, I'm going first. Excuse me, it is the thieves after all. Why, thank you.
I'll go second because I'm the Earl of Shoplifting.
Yes.
You should be able to open the door, Toc.
Fantastic.
What you walk into is a fairly small room, and there are 3 treasure chests in there.
Oh. Well, there seems to be some chests. I think maybe we should check to see if they're trapped first, because you know what happened last time we opened a chest? We almost got squashed.
It is the Thieves Guild chests from the sounds of it, after all.
Well, yes, I would like to check them for traps, please.
Give me an investigation check.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, I got an 8. I don't really think that they're trapped, maybe.
Yeah, you can't see anything obvious.
Seems fine to me. I mean, they've said it's for the Thieves Guild, so I think they're all okay. Maybe we should just open one. I walk straight up to one and try and open it.
Okay, which one? Left, right, or middle?
Well, the one in the middle, yes.
Okay, so you open it, and you find a pair of dainty boots.
Ooh. Boots. There seems to be some sort of boots in this one. I don't know if anyone wants to open any of the other chests, but do they look about my size?
You expect that if you put them on, they might fit.
I'll take the one on the left.
Okay, so you open that, and there is a rather glorious-looking longsword in it.
Oh.
I've got a longsword. You can tell it's a longsword because it's a sword that's long.
Can I open something, please?
Have you dressed?
No. My penis is too sore. I can't be putting my pants back on now after that.
Go on then.
What can I open, Dave?
You can open the 3rd chest.
All right, I'll open that then.
In which you find a set of rather shiny but also very light armour.
Ugh.
More
He gets a longsword. I get bloody armour.
Wait, hold on. Let me just see what's going on here, and I cast Detect Magic.
All of the items are magic.
Does it tell me what school they're from?
The boots of speed. You can tell that. So let me give you the rundown. Whilst you wear these boots, you can take a bonus action to click the heels together. If you do, the boots double your speed. Any creature that makes an opportunity attack against you has disadvantage on the attack roll. If you click your heels together again, you end the effect. When you've used the boots for 10 minutes, the magic ceases to function until you finish a long rest.
Do me!
I've cast Detect Magic. Bear with me a second. Let me just concentrate.
Yeah, so you have got a longsword of life stealing. They didn't find the stats for this, but essentially, when you attack a creature with this magic weapon, you roll a 20, and if you roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 3d6 necrotic damage, and you gain temporary hit points equal to the extra damage dealt.
Fancy stuff.
Do me!
That is something about necrotic damage, Porky. I'm not sure if it's really for you, but...
Well, let's check out the armor.
Okay. Ronson, calm yourself down. I've got my back to him. I'm
I don't think he's
concentrating.
talking about the magic stuff.
I'm concentrating.
What magic stuff? No, I was saying, would she do me?
No. And I concentrate on the item.
So it is a mithril half plate.
My item does need concentrating on at the moment.
So mithril half plate, which gives the advantages of half plate armor, but does not impose penalty on stealth checks or doesn't need a strength requirement. You still, however, do need to be able to to be proficient with this armor.
Now, Dave, can I ask a question?
I think I understand a word of that.
Have these items been chosen specifically for us no matter what chest we opened, or can they be swap-seed?
They can absolutely be swap-seed.
But how are they created for the individual?
No, these are actually random generated items, and the ones you picked just came as they came.
Okay, right, let's look at this, folks. Right, so we got armor. I probably don't need the armor because 84 hit points.
I don't need the armor. I have and I just brush it slightly, my nightingale armor.
And I don't want the armor. I want a big weapon.
I mean, it is a necrotic sword, so maybe he is good with you, because you are a necrotic wizard and you can't hit stuff very well.
I'm very neurotic. Yes, I'm very neurotic.
He also isn't proficient in swords.
There is that.
Well, let me just have a look. Let me see. I do really like these boots, you see. But let me have a look. Let me just see what...
What do your little booties do again?
Well, they make me very fast, you see. And, well, we all know that I'm the quickest one here. I think that doubling that would be absolutely fabulous. Let me have a look. You see, I can also wield a longsword quite well. So...
You certainly can.
Maybe the longsword... Oh, I don't want to give up. Maybe I could just have two things.
No, I don't think that's just how this works.
Oh. Can anyone else use a longsword?
I probably can.
It would tell you under your weapons to see if you can.
I can. I'm an expert.
Ronson can't, but Hawkeye can.
Ronson, I think you're telling a fib there.
Ronson can. There's nothing Ronson can't do. There's nothing I can't put my mind to because I've got positive thinking, growth mindset.
Now, Ronson, are you sure you don't want this armor, given that you are pretty much constantly on the cusp of death?
Ronson says, no, I want a big sword. I say, I'll take anything, I'm not bothered. You decide between you.
Ronson, try and pick up this massive sword and swing it for me, please.
So Ronson picks up the sword and swings it around like Conan the Barbarian.
If Conan had had several bottles of whiskey, because you struggled to lift the sword.
And a squashed penis.
Yeah, you struggled to lift the sword and basically drop it and just drag it about.
Like that scene in Avengers 2 then, I just pick up the sword with one hand and just throw it in the air and catch it and go, maybe it's not for you, little guy, eh?
But it's deceptively heavy, isn't it? I think, is it a trick sword?
We'll pass it here. Let me have a look. Let me just have a look.
There you go, Tom.
Yes, I take it and I do some big slashy movements, some quite fabulous flips with the sword.
Dexterity check, please.
Tok can... You didn't have to do a dexterity check, and Tok is able to do this quite well.
I don't think there's any trick to it at all, Ronson. I just think that maybe you need to work on your strength.
No, I think this is a joke, isn't it? This is a joke. You're playing a joke on me. It's weighted, isn't it? You two know what to do, and I don't. You're pressing a little button or something.
Mm. Come here. Come here, Ronson. Just not that
yes,
close.
Yes, my talk.
Not quite that close. You're still naked, right?
Yes.
I grab the mithril armor and I just shove it over his head.
As you do this, Ronson, you kind of just zone out as she does this, touches it, and you see a shadowy, smoky figure in front of you. It says, "You are doing well, wizard."
Thank you.
Is it Jimmy Savile?
Death and destruction is certainly on the way, and seems like someone wants to give you some help. So let's just
could you say shawaddy?
Give you a hand with that armor, shall we? And you just kind of feel a bit of a realization in your mind as you just kind of flip back to reality. And Ronson, if you go to
Here goes gravity.
your character sheet, I want you to go to features and traits.
Yep.
I want you to click on manage feats.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom. And in the list that says legacy includes 2014 rules,
Yeah.
you will find one that says lightly armored.
Yeah.
I want you to add that.
Yeah. Done.
So you now have the lightly armored feat given to you by your necromantic friends. That allows you proficiency with light armor.
Right.
So you can now add that armor to your inventory.
If I do armor, nothing comes up.
Mithril half plate should be.
Ah, right. Okay, half plate. Yeah. Okay.
Which is actually medium armor, so we're going to sod it. It's my rules.
I've added that.
Yeah, so add that and equip it.
Yeah, my armor class has gone up.
Yeah. So you now have and you can make this look however you want. It's magic. So you have a magical medium armor on top of your robes, which will protect you a little bit more.
Lovely. Fantastic. That's
it
all right. I'll take that.
It suits you a lot, Ronson. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, it shows off my abs wonderfully.
Oh, blimey, that's put your AC up higher than I ever thought it would be. Blimey. Okay.
What's his AC? I need to know. Please tell me.
It's now 18.
18? Yeah,
Mine's
it's 18.
14. I should have taken the armor.
I feel the power. Oh, what's the matter? You're a little bit sad because you've got a shitty little long sword.
One that
What
you
do you
can't
need a long
actually
sword
lift.
for? Because you're too scared to fight people up close.
Well, it's at least I can lift the long sword, Ronson.
This podcast is part of Podomedy, the UK's podcast comedy network. Why not laugh at what else we've got? Visit podomedy.com.